beginning on March the 1st, that is to say effective 11:59 p.m. on February 28th, we will end the provincial mask mandate.
As part of the provincial government's Back to Normal plan, Premier Jason Kenney announced Saturday that starting Tuesday, masks in Alberta will no longer be required, except in some high-risk settings and on public transit.
All signs here and across the world suggest that the worst of COVID-19 is behind us.
Kenney said pressure on hospitals is easing and promising trends show the province can safely move forward with step 2 of phasing out COVID-19 related restrictions.
Alberta is not alone in this approach. In fact, places around the world and across Canada have begun their transition to the endemic state.
Despite the provincial decision, Edmonton is keeping its mask bylaw. Following Kenney's announcement, the city said in a tweet its temporary mandatory face coverings bylaw will remain in effect until further action is taken. In a statement to City News, Mayor Amarjeet Sohi said, quote, "I'm disappointed to hear that all COVID protections are being removed, including masking. These protections have helped to keep us safe during an incredibly difficult few years." He added the city's masking bylaw will remain in effect until council meets next to debate it. The city's decision to remain its mask bylaw was met with mixed reactions on social media. While some thanked the city for caring about its citizens and having common sense, others said this contradiction of public health restrictions is ridiculous. Please show scientific data on which you base these decisions. Another Edmontonian asked, who's going to enforce this?
There will be some enforcements, and we'll have bylaw officers that can respond. But we also acknowledge that we can't be in every single store and every single location. So there's going to be part of this that is done by the community, as we do with other city bylaws and city laws that exist.
The city's website says 2 conditions must be met before council will consider removing the bylaw. One of them is the rescinding of the provincial mask mandate, and the second is known active COVID-19 cases in Edmonton stays below 100 per 100,000 population for 28 consecutive days.
We have to continue to adapt when we meet next as a council. I think that's going to be a question for the Edmonton Zone Chief Medical Officer of Health. Is that a reasonable metric to continue using?
Provincial data shows non-ICU hospitalizations have been generally declining for over 2 weeks, while the number of ICU admissions has dropped almost 30% in the past week. Meanwhile, Calgary is ending its mask bylaw in line with Alberta's decision to lift its mask mandate. In Edmonton, Hiba Kamal-Choufi, City News.